right, Laura. Who is getting the baton?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, we just talked about this Mr. B story, and I just think I'm going to give people the button who are coming for him, who are just annoyed at, they're more annoyed with him filming his good deed than the actual amazing things that he did. While I understand, the whole, I don't like it when people are filming homeless people, giving them, that food and
no, that is
the
trash.
Camera in the face and here's $1, here's the, you know what I mean? I think that's trash. But what Mr. Beast did, I think, is amazing. So he is a huge streamer. For those of you who are just tuning in and not familiar, he's a huge YouTuber, and he's pretty much he's credited as being the pioneer of a genre of YouTube that was crazy expensive stunts and challenges and giving away money. So it's kind of like what he does anyway, more or less. You know what I mean? He has over 207 million subscribers, most subscribed individual. I'm telling you guys, he's huge. So he goes and he does this thing where he's, he goes to different countries in Africa, and he goes to Cameroon, to Kenya, Somalia, and others, and builds wells to give people access to clean water. And he also repairs bridges. So he did this whole that's how he makes his money, put it on YouTube. But people had, they were annoyed with him. They'd be like, we don't need this guy coming and filming, all these people in need and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fam, I just got to.
But who said this though?
Yeah, that's a good question too.
It's just randos, randos on it's posted on different outlets on
Because I'll tell you
media.
you know who is happy that this is being filmed and is getting handled, and we're putting those politicians on blast that run these countries and ain't been using the money wisely and squander the money, and also are in bed with European nations and are more interested in lining their own pockets and handling the people. You know what I'm saying? Because people are happy that's being put on blast too.
Can I hit you with the button though, Laura?
Why?
Because if you really read the stories, the only person saying he's going to get canceled is him.
Well,
it's totally just to get us to talk about it.
Right,
he tweeted
said it. But I am talking about the comments that I see on other places that it's been posted, because it was conversations. Some people, look, there's some people who say, African, this is embarrassing. Some people put it as as a YouTuber is doing what our governments have refused to do. And in that chain, people are saying, I hate that they always highlight the most, the biggest poverty. They never show, the richness of XYZ of our country.
I believe that those comments exist. But the concept of going to get canceled is definitely just something he's saying. First of all, like I said, you can't really. You're a streamer. Believe me, there are people who should be canceled every day on streaming, and they can't be. But, who's actually mad to the point of, I don't want you to do this anymore?
There's a lot. Well, when you're doing incredible deeds. People who are just more coming for him for filming the whole situation, who are upset at that.
Laura's not wrong. There's a large pocket of people who don't like him. They just don't like him in general. So,
why? Because he's a streamer?
Well, everything, all of the above. He's a streamer, or he's wasteful, he makes too much money, his stunts are stupid. It's a whole. Laura's not wrong with this. There's a lot of people that don't like him. As many people that do like him, but the haters are always gonna hate.
If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Y'all know the rules.
Right.
Well, I guess, and for this particular case, Rosenberg is just for the people who are mad at him for filming and doing such a good deed. I'll give it to them, because at the end of the day, he's creating change and he's doing good things for people.
Listen, 100%. And there is such a difference between being someone who films yourself giving $5 to a homeless person for social and someone who's I'm going to do an entire project to bring wells to Africa. You're allowed to film that. I'm sorry. That's
multiple countries, bro. Multiple countries in Africa.
I think I'm going to give you the pass for filming that, my G.
The dude, according to what I was just reading, he's done ocean cleanup projects.
He's done a lot of stuff, bro.
A lot of great things.
Hey, what are we even? Yo,
I mean, I'll give him props.
Is this dude running for president? What are we doing?
Relax.
He's done all this stuff and figured out how to make money while doing it. Money.
Yo, Joe Biden and them need to be having a meeting with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, because then they're going to take his money and use it the wrong way, and we ain't going to get nothing done. So stay away from them, Mr. Beast. Otherwise, I'll be hitting you with the button for thinking you should go into politics where they're just going to squander your money and nothing's going to get done. And it's going to become mad corrupt.
Right.
Wow. Rosenberg, what you got today? So, wait. You don't want me to give it to the Giant?
I don't care what you do. I mean, you can give it to the Giants if you want. That's not where I'm going.
Well, because Daniel Jones is dropping back for quarterback. Or dropping back for a pass. Daniel Jones, the quarterback of the New York Giants. Literally, Laura Styles, his knee just goes out. Nobody touched it.
What do you mean? It just pops.
Yeah, but
Well, no.
you're skipping the play that happened before.
Right.
He was hurt the play before.
He was hurt, but
Okay.
he wasn't hurt enough to go out of the game.
Well, I mean, they took him into the tent, and then he said, "No, I'm going to stick it through."
Yes.
But he couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it. And he just dropped down. And it's sad for New York Giants fans. Super sad. And this is on the heels of just not a good season. The Las Vegas Raiders literally fired everyone on their team damn near in the front office the week before. And they come out and put how many points up on the Giants?
I don't know. Last check, when I turned it off, I think they had 30 or 27. I don't know.
When I turned it on, they were showing Antonio Pierce, and I was like, "Hey, wasn't that guy a Giants player?"
He was a Giants.
And now he's the head coach. He was like, "Yeah,
he's only the interim head coach." Nonetheless, the New York Football Giants, man, and don't take it personal. It's all due respect, but you got to be feeling like this button right here.
Congratulations.
Well, they lost 30-6, and also the problem is Tyrod Taylor's hurt. So
that's right. Third string quarterback.
The real congratulations is. I think if you wanted to give them a real congrats, listen, DeVito, at least they let him throw a bit yesterday. I mean, he's not good, but he threw the football. But yeah, I thought they probably needed to go get someone else in the meantime, not a guy that you didn't trust to even throw any passes last week. They decided to roll out DeVito as their backup, and then I feel really bad for Daniel Jones, though. Really bad.
No, it's bad. He just came back from a neck injury. But it also, too, the other congrats is, and this is just football, last year he went and won a playoff game. This year, with all the injuries and everything going on, it can't get right. Just can't get right. And a decent defense. And that's why you get this button.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they're just not good. I'm going a different direction. And I know people have different feelings about this. But I saw people posting, my guy RG3 posted Caleb Williams of USC crying after USC lost to Washington. And he's like, this is going to break your heart. Here's Caleb Williams in the stands crying with his mother. Yes, the guy who's absolutely going to win the Heisman Trophy and is the best college quarterback.
Lost the game. I'm supposed to feel bad.
Lost a game and went into the stands and nuzzled up to his mother's bosom as she held his face and he wept. I'm sorry, I am Captain Emotional. Be as emotional about things that matter as you need. Leaving your team after a game to cry in your mom's arms at 20 years old, that ain't it, bruh. That is not it. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's a bad guy for it, Ebro, but I'm also not commending it and saying, oh, that's what you should be at right now at this stage of your life. I don't think it should be. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was perplexed by the act myself. I didn't want to pass judgment because I was afraid that I would be called a bully, old, and insensitive. So I'll leave it up to you, the most sensitive guy on the program.
Thank you.
To bash a child while he
child. We're going child.
We're not 20.
Can't go child, bro, because we wouldn't be calling him a child if he went to a party that night and got into some other ish. We wouldn't be calling him a child. We'd be saying that's a grown man. He's 20 years old.
He's a pampered football player who's probably been great at football his entire life and has never been forced. And it's probably been a long time since he lost a football. When's the last time he even lost a football game?
They lost games this year, bro.
No, this was an important one. I said this important.
Oh, I don't know, but guess what? It's a game that down the line in your life isn't even going to matter all that much. They're not winning the championship this year. They're 7-3. They're not winning the whole thing.
You played yourself.
This is going to be one of those games in a long list of a million. So I didn't know. So you're not using child.
I'm not using child literally.
Got it. You mean because he's never gone through real stuff? Probably he's been a star athlete his whole life.
Exactly.
No, and listen, I'm sure he's a lovely guy. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I wouldn't draft him. He can't be your quarterback.
This the same guy who thought he deserved to be a part owner of a football team just because he was going to be number one in the draft.
Yeah, bro, this doesn't play well. Those things don't mesh together great, man.
Wow.
Wait, and now you're crying because you lost the game? You don't deserve to be sitting on no ownership of a football team.
And by the way, hit my ESPN colleague and friend RG3 with the button, too, for saying this is going to break your heart. It did not break my... Bro, do you know what's going on in the world right now? Seeing a quarterback who lost a game cry does not break my heart at all. I'm like, why aren't you in the locker room with your teammates? Does your mom have orange peels? Are you 6? What the hell is happening here? Hit the button.
Congratulations. You
Yo, I
played
can't wait
yourself.
for this to go viral.
This part right here.
Rosenberg's getting cooked. I love
Oh,
it.
I'm not the only ones. No, this is. I think this is a 50-50 split. I think 50% of people are like, "Oh, that's nice. Look, he's in touch with his feelings," and I think 50% are like, "Bro, you're already in college.
You
this
soft,
is not.
Duke. You soft.
Yeah, you're not 10, bro. Don't you listen? You can cry after the game." And you can go talk to your mom after the game.
True.
You can't go cry with your mom after the game, bro.
No.
You
He was
gotta
still-
choose.
No,
man.
no, bro. And when you say after the game, he hadn't even taken off his pads yet.
Yeah,
He hadn't
Shawnee,
even shot.
they hadn't left yet. He went straight from the field to his mom's bosom.
arms.
Yes.
And start crying.
Yes.
You can't do
Yo,
it.
he must have been
Soft,
crying so hard his mom had the wherewithal to cover his face.
It's like gonna be all right, baby.
Yo, and you notice the dad just like put his hand over, like, all right, man, all right. The dad gave him a pat. He was like, nah, man, it's all right, all right.
Congratulations. You played yourself.